Hello bookworms! Today I'm going to be doing a discussion video, which I don't think I've ever done before actually. The closest was my winner's kiss rant video, and this will be the next one. It's not a rant though. Today I'm going to be talking about my book buying habits. So I have been buying books for as long as I can remember. I've read a number of people who have talked about how their book buying habits have changed since they began book blogging, and it just made me kind of think about my own book buying habits and analyze those, and I realized that they haven't changed at all. I still buy a lot of books. I buy a lot more books than I should buy, but that's where I like spending my discretionary income, so that's life. They make me happy, they're not too expensive, and they are an investment of sorts, so I am happy to do that. With that in mind, I have been thinking a lot about buying books within 2016 because I am trying to save up for a house and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm trying not to spend as much money on books. And what I have come up with is that while I'm not gonna deny myself the new releases that are coming out, anything that I think looks good that I'm planning on reading, I'm gonna buy it. It's just gonna happen. And I do have a ton of books here that I haven't read yet that I need to get to. So while I would love to be I'm not buying any new books until I read all of these books, I know that's completely unrealistic and that's just never gonna happen. I really like having choices, and I think that I'm never one of those people that's gonna have 0 books on my TBR, because I want to have a few of them so I can be this is what I have to look forward to, because I think it's fun to have that list and be able to cross things off of that list. And I would just go insane if I ever felt I didn't have something to read. That would be weird to me. But with that in mind, I've also decided that I kind of want to be more thoughtful about my book purchases. So while I'm not necessarily going to be spending a lot less money on books and stuff, I am really looking to only buy books that I really want in my collection, and I'm gonna try to be better about unhauling things after I read them if it's not something that I plan on rereading, or if it's just not something that I super love. So that is going to be something new for me. I actually spent the last 2 days getting rid of so many books, 12 boxes of books, and I didn't do an unhaul video because it would honestly just take forever, and I have never unhauled books in my life because I've always been just worried about where they would go, which is dumb, and I need to just take them to my library and donate them and then have other readers be able to enjoy them. So that's what I'm planning on doing with those, but that was a huge thing for me. So I am glad that I have done that, and I actually feel a lot better about what I currently have now. I feel my book collection is it just has everything that I love in it. So I'm just really happy about that. But anyway, speaking about being more thoughtful with book buying purchases, one of the things that I really want to do in 2016 is to buy more books that are kind of collectible books, and books that I'm going to have on my shelf for the rest of my life. So they might even be books that I own already, but if they're books that are a super pretty edition or anything along the lines of that, something that is a collectible, that's kind of what I'm looking for. And also just paring down what I already have. So if it's, a book that I really love, or maybe it's a book that I sort of love, or it's a classic book that I think is a book that I really want in my collection, I'll try to pick whichever edition I think looks the best and not buy more editions of it, just that one edition. But one particular brand that I'm really looking to buy things from this year is Folio Society. Their books are just they're so pretty. They're the prettiest books in the world. I've been wanting them for a really long time, and I just got a new job, so to treat myself, I'm going to be buying some of those books, the Lord of the Rings box set. Oh god, I just want it so bad. So I already told my fiance, I'm if I get this job, those books, they're gonna be mine, and he's okay with it, so that's good. But that's what I mean. I'm just gonna be making sure that I'm buying books that I love. So also going along the lines of being more thoughtful about purchases, I really have to be better about buying books that I'm probably gonna love in hardcover, because there have been so many books that I've gotten in paperback that I'm I love this book so much and I really want a hardcover edition for my shelf, so I end up buying the book 2 times, and I just like really want to stop that. I like, especially if it's a series too, like I'll buy some of the books in paperback and then I'm like, it's still coming out, so I can't read the next one until it's in paperback, but I'll buy the hardcover and then I'm like, well, now I have to upgrade the last however many books I have in paperback because it'll just look ridiculous next to each other, because that is just something that bothers me because I have OCD, so that's the way that is. I just want to like stop doing that, and I want to just buy one set of the books that I want instead of having to buy 2 sets after reading a book and loving it, which is something that is really difficult. Like, it's really hard to predict that beforehand. It's probably bound to still happen from time to time, but I'm going to try to be just better about it in general. Maybe even if that means buying it on Kindle first, because those usually tend to be less expensive, and then if I love it, I'll spring for the hardcover. So I think that that's pretty much it. I feel like I said, I really want to read a lot more of what I already own. So 2016 for me is really going to be about buying collectible book editions and also new releases that I obviously couldn't previously buy and that I want to read right away. That's really where I am with book buying in my life. What thought process goes behind when you buy books? Do you read books from the library first before you'll buy a book? Do you just buy whatever book you see? Are you like me and like go on book outlet binges because they trick you into thinking that everything is so inexpensive and then you just run out of shelf space? How do you buy books? What's your process? I'm always fascinated by knowing this because obviously I buy a lot of books and I would love to know how to buy less books because I have a lot. So yeah, I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!